Today, I'm going to show you how to build the ultimate combination bamboo and sugarcane farm on Minecraft. This farm is automatic and everything is collected by Allays. I built this farm partly underground, and the rest where I can walk on the glass to observe the operation. There is not a list of items you will need, but there are only a handful. So follow along and pause the video when you need to collect items for the build. Let's get started. This build will be 13 blocks wide and 34 blocks long. The harvest arm control and hopper timer area will be 4x4 square. The first layer can be any solid block. You could instead dig an 11x32 block rectangle 2 blocks deep. The second layer can be any of the 16 glazed terracotta blocks. Slime blocks will not stick to glazed terracotta. Pick a position and place 11 slime blocks across. Do this a second time, leaving a 1-block gap between them. Now, place 2 sticky pistons in opposite directions as shown. Place 2 solid blocks, 1 in from each end. Count 14 blocks starting on the 3rd block. Place a repeater on the 15th block as shown. These solid blocks will repeat the redstone signal to the end. Duplicate this build. On the other side, a second repeater needs to be pointed at the block. Next, follow along to engineer the control system. Slow down the video or pause it as needed. Make sure you set the repeaters to slow down the clock. This is what the clock should look like. Notice the speed. Add 2 target blocks and redstone torches. Add another 2 solid blocks and another repeater. Again, change repeater settings. Add more solid blocks and another repeater. Also change repeater settings. More solid blocks and redstone are added. Replace terracotta with a solid block. A repeater will go here. Now, let's build the hopper clock. It will change the direction of the harvesting arm. Then place a sticky piston on the top of 2 blocks facing inward. Place a solid block on the sticky side. Place a redstone block on the front of the piston. Then remove the 2 support blocks, and this is what your build should look like to this point. Add a few more blocks. And some more redstone. Next we will add the pistons that move the redstone block. Place one on the left, facing the redstone. Repeat the process for the one on the right. Face the piston toward the redstone. Now for the hoppers that control the timing. Make sure they face each other. Place 5 blocks to the side of the right hopper. 2 comparators need to be installed, one on each hopper. Add some redstone to the block by the piston. You can remove this block because it is not needed. The same is needed on the left side and some redstone. Place the second comparator in the correct direction. The timing is controlled by the number of items in the hoppers. 2.5 items transfer every second. I use 3 stacks of 64 and 1 stack of 40. That way it only cycles 3 or 4 times at the end before reversing. You can adjust the timing by adding or subtracting the count. Place these 2 repeaters and it should start working. Remember to place redstone on top of the side terracotta blocks. Depending where you built the harvester arm, it will cycle more than 3 or 4 times before reversing. The items in the hoppers are not synced with the movement, but it will catch up. It will now operate normally. When I made this video, I didn't get this section recorded. But it is pretty easy to set up the note block to have the Allay deliver items to the hopper. I always add a bone block to the bottom of the note block. It stops the audio from the note block. You can tell it is working because you can see the note above it. This shows again where the repeaters are to be placed. If you noticed, the last section had all the glass blocks placed. I use glass because I like to watch the Allay fly around. I can also check the farm's operation. Make sure all the holes are filled. The Allay are sneaky little birds. Make sure this area is covered. Let's move a little faster. Faster than a speeding Allay. Okay, that took a lot of glass to finish enclosing the farm. The next thing needed is a way to the inside of the farm. You should place a glazed terracotta block for access to the walkway. Now, a door. Oak doors have windows to look for the Allay. Next, light is needed to grow plants. I use glowstone and spacing is optional. Place them evenly to maximize growth. Whoops, the harvesting arm is in the way. I started the system so I could finish the glowstone. I'll show you where to put a lever to do this. I waited for the harvesting arm to move, then shut the system off. The farm and harvesting arm can be turned on or off with this lever. Time to plant. This is how I lay out my sugarcane. I place stairs to cover the water. It makes it easier to walk around. Sugarcane needs to be next to water to grow. That's why I waterlogged the stairs. You might have a different layout you like better. Time for the bamboo, but the harvesting arm is in the way. Turn it on and wait till it moves to the position you want. Do you think I can beat the harvesting arm? The race is on. Bamboo doesn't plant evenly, they are offset in the block. Too slow, I will wait for it to reverse. It appears I can remove a couple of sticks from the hopper timer, so it doesn't cycle so many times at the end. All right, everything appears to be working. Next, let's put the Allay in the farm. Always remember the door. Place an Allay one at a time, or all together. You can find Allay in a woodland mansion or a pillager outpost. Give each one a bamboo or sugarcane. Wow, they are fast little critters. Oops, that's gotta hurt. That's why you always look before you open the door. Boy, are they busy. Everything goes in the hopper. Look for Allays, then hurry out and close the door. Bamboo and sugarcane should start to fill the chest. This farm is so efficient, I added 2 sorters and 2 auto-crafters to my build. Comment below if you would like a video on how I added them. Well, that's the build. Please take the time to subscribe and like. Check out the other videos on the screen. Thanks a lot for following along, and I hope you like the build as much as I do.